And in terms of the songs, most of the songs you've written quite a while ago already, right?
Yeah.
What was it like revisiting them? Did you discover new things in certain songs?
Yeah, there's like certain sounds that I would never have thought would have went into the song at all. And kind of, yeah, it was weird going into them like that because they're always, in my head, they're always stripped back. Well, not in my head, when I did them at shows, they're always just a guitar and vocal, obviously.
Right.
And to put all these different things in brought them a bit more to life than I would have expected.
And thematically, because, well, one of the themes is love, there's another theme of bullying, so was it difficult to kind of revisit those?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, the one thing I found quite tough was in the studio when I had to sing the songs in the booth. Studio, I found it quite hard because I'm more of a live singer than I am a studio singer, and I found it hard to kind of convey the same emotions that I would do at a show than I would in studio, so that took a bit more time than I would have thought. And eventually we got it, thank God. But yeah, it was definitely hard to kind of go back to them songs and do it in the studio kind of area. So.
But can I assume that all of the songs are based on real experiences?
Yeah. They're all honest. They're all from literally exactly like what has happened to me so far in my life. So it's all of them come from real experiences, and I just try to be as honest as possible in the songs.
Do you know, for instance, with a song like, well, some of the love songs, do you know if the person who you wrote them about has heard them and know that?
I'm sure she's definitely heard them, but I don't know whether she knows it's about her. Okay. But yeah, they're kind of. If I had written, I said earlier, like if I had written a love song, I haven't really written too many love songs. They're more kind of heartbroken songs and like I fucked up songs and like you were a bitch songs and like really like more so them. And then if I'd written a love song, it would be happier.
Well, that's one thing I wrote down is. Do you use your songwriting as a way of dealing with certain things?
Oh, massively, yeah. So if I didn't, then I'm really happy I have that kind of thing to get that out, you know? Because, yeah, it's really good. It's definitely, what do you call it? Like, yeah, it's like my own little shrink.
Right.
Yeah, my guitar and singing. It's my little shrink. But, yeah, it's great, man. I write songs about everything that's happened to me so far in life. And gets it out, and then hopefully, I think a lot of people go through the same things that I have been through as well. So I think that could be why people are going to it. It's about loss, and it's about just losing people, and it's about friends, it's about family, it's about feeling a bit shitty sometimes, about all this kind of things, and then there's Say Hello, which is a bit more uplifting than the rest. But yeah, as long as it kind of hits people.
And in this way, it's quite personal. So. Yeah. Was there a song maybe that you weren't sure you should have put on there? Maybe because it's too revealing?
Yeah,
or?
Not really, man. I kind of, I think the whole reason I do it for is just to kind of tell people, like, start my story and kind of, you know, just the way to do it. The only way I would, I haven't really written any songs that I've made up in my head, so if I started doing that, it'd be a bit shit.
Well, for instance, with the song 22, then is that a kind of message you want to give to your listener? Is that something you want?
Yeah, massively. Like 22 is just about my experiences in school. I had a pretty rough time growing up in school, and I just wanted to get it through that. Like there is an end to all that stuff. If you go through bullying or if you go through something like that, there's always like it does end. It's not something that lasts forever. Like, and in my head, it didn't. It felt like it did last forever. And then eventually I found the right friends, and I found music, and I found all these things that helped me along the way. And then I started really liking school then. And then pretty much when I was in that time in my life, I wished that I was older, kind of through all that bullshit and out in the real world, like whether it be traveling or whether it be doing anything. I had no idea about doing this. So I'm really happy I'm doing this. This is the best fucking thing in the world. So definitely I came out fine at the other end, so other people will too.
But now that you are older, how do you look back at those days? Is it still
You know, I don't really look back at all. You know, it's fine. It's definitely something that sticks with you. I think it molds your personality a little bit. It took me a while to kind of get my confidence back because of all them things that happen. Because it's not something that's really easy to talk about.
Right.
It's definitely something that it's a tough subject to talk about, and it's like I've never really talked about it so much. So it's yeah, it's quite. I think it's just something that needs to be talked about more so than anything else.
And well, you say the songs are all based on basically your experience of the past years.
Yeah.
Are you already writing new songs of
Yeah.
what you're experiencing now?
Yeah, massively. Yeah, I'm writing a lot at the moment. After I finished the album, I just started writing a lot more because I went through a stage of not writing too much, because I was in the process of doing the album. And then once it was finished, I just started writing a lot more. And especially now, like in between gigs and in between things, I just have these little ideas and things popping into my head. And there's definitely difference in the
What do you
different
notice?
sounds.
What do you notice about what you're writing now?
Which one? Well, it's a lot different, and it's a lot. They're not all about. It's harder to write because my life has totally changed now compared to what it was before. So it's about what I'm dealing with now, and about all these different things. I'm never gonna stop like being as honest as possible about what I write. So I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna go into the pop like real
Right.
about like dance floors and stuff like that. Because I can't fucking dance anyway.
Is there one story then that you can share of an experience you had that kind of stuck with you over the last year?
Last year, it's mental. The one thing that really stuck with me was I did Croke Park in Dublin, which is just a big fucking stadium gig with Ed Sheeran. And he had told me before, I went to his gig, he did a secret gig in a place called, he did Whelan's, where I did live at Whelan's. He did a gig there, and it was a VH1 gig. And I was chatting to him afterwards, and he was over the other side of the bar, and he was like, Gav, do you want to do Croke Park? I was like, fuck yeah, I want to do Croke Park. Of course I want to do Croke Park. So I did that, and it's one of these places that no matter if you're a musician or if you're into sports or something like that, it's the place that if you play there, it's like, you play for Croke Park. It's just a massive thing. And that's one thing I don't think I'll ever forget, because I don't know whether you get a second chance to do that.
Right.
It's such a big spot, like, and it's great to be able to say I did that. So
I think
my
my time.
mum and dad too. So it's nice.
Yeah, does their family come out then?
Yeah, they come. I try to bring them as much as possible. Like, obviously my mum and dad work, so it's my mates more so come out on the road and stuff. But yeah, my mate Craig, he supports me on a tour, so he's the main support act for the European tour, and he loves it as well. So he's great. His name's Craig Gallagher. So he comes along a lot, and then my mum and dad, whenever I can, I try to fly them over. I just go.
Fair enough. I think my time's up, so
Sweet,
thank
man.
you very
Nice
much
to
again.
talk to you, man.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you, buddy.
Thanks.